Good evening, pilots and mercs. I do apologize I'm a little late. I was having some issues trying to get the stream going. Well, that's not good. I didn't charge my headset, so it's probably going to die halfway through the stream. Let me see if I can get the TikTok stream going, and then we are going to be getting the tin can today. I don't care what it takes. We are getting the tin can. That's not supposed to be Doom. That's supposed to be MechWarrior. Thank you. We're not doing the overlay today. We are just going to... We're going to figure this out with older technology. We are going to put it on the phone. Also, if I sound a little nasally, still recovering from a cold, so it's fun, it's great, but I wouldn't miss this for the world, so that's just gonna be the way it is. Where is the stream? There it is. Okay. Get the chat up. Perfect. And now I need the other chat up so that way I can see what's going on, at least in the TikTok chat. All right, perfect. We should be all we should be all set. Let's go ahead and I actually want the controller for this. I do not want the controller, actually. I want the keyboard, a mouse, because for some reason I seem to play a little bit better. Seem to. Doesn't always affect things. What happened to the Raven? What did you do to my poor Raven? No. Kino, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? You need repairs. Even though this big boy usually has more armor than 90% of the max, I still want to have max armor. Moist Goose and I think that was 4-string. Welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Oh, that's right. We still have the Call to Arms contract. I think we're going to be forced into that before we get the tin cans. So I don't think we have any other choice. Thank you for answering the call, Commander. I am Marshal Jackson Davian of Cruisers Lancers 2nd Battalion. You might know us better as the Castro Lancers. Colonel Sertic has informed me that you will be serving your contract as an independent battle mech detachment under my command. We're glad to have you aboard. We need all the help that we can get. I'll be honest with you, Commander. The Kestrel Lances have seen better days. My predecessor was posted on the border of the Draconis Combine. Yeah, we had a run-in with them yesterday, or 2 days ago. Spy Guy, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? You're apparently not a good spy because I already saw you. Eric, welcome in on TikTok. And suffered heavy losses at the hands of House Curtis raids during the Third Succession War. While on paper we still officially exist as a full battalion of Cruiser Lancers, the reality is that the first Prince Davion is weighing our deactivation due to our current numbers. We've been aggressively recruiting to fix this, but I need experienced soldiers to build up a reliable core that I can count on to get the job done and train up our fresh talent. After seeing your performance up close and personal at Galahad War Games, I am confident that your unit is exactly what the Kestrel Lancers need at the moment. Although you've been contracted as a mercenary, you will be officially added to the Kestrel Lance's roster as Special Operations Battle Mech Company under my command. Crappy, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Again, I am completely nasally, so I do apologize. We want to preserve... Snacks, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? We want to preserve an appearance of strength to our enemies while rebuilding is underway. Take your time to prepare your mechs and gear, and then head to the nearest jump point. The AFS will charter a command circuit to bring you to the cruise. I cannot speak today. Cruisers, Lancers, on point on Mitra. Be prepared for anything, Commander. While Davion's wedding is coming up with Melissa Steiner, the AFS has been put on high alert. We'll provide you a full briefing once you get there. Well, perfect. We're going to need that. Cottonmouth, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today?
Husband, in honor of our marriage, I give you a regiment of battle mechs and the means to support them in perpetuity.
Oh yes, you give you give an entire detachment of griffins.
The Capellan Confederation.
Lancers, we have been called to war. Operation Rat is a go. Our objective? To cripple the Confederation's military-industrial complex, to bloody their most fanatic battle mech regiments, and to
I'll give my opinions in just a second.
Thus securing our borders for our newfound alliance.
Randall, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today?
All 8 of the Crucis Lancer RCTs have been called upon to take one system, the most vital planet targeted by the Federated Suns. The fortress
Philip, welcome in on YouTube. How we doing today?
Defended by numerous battle mech regiments, a vast network of man-made fortifications, and one of the most hardened planetary militias of the entire Inner Sphere. For over 600 years, Tikhonov has stood as an indomitable bastille, repelling all who dare to challenge its gauntlet of defenses. But
and somehow that changes today.
Like no other. A fully self-sufficient world virtually untouched by the chaos of the succession wars. Heavily industrialized with an astronomical abundance of natural ore and mineral mining that fuels a booming planetary economy and acts as the foundation for Tikhonov's true props, battle mech factories. Responsible for the manufacturing of large portions of the Capellan Confederation's heavy battle mech forces, and considered to be the lifeblood to the CCAF's war machine. Taking Tikhonov and its mech factories from the
I'm not sure why that happened, but thank you for pointing that out, Philip. Anthony, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today?
But the defenders of Tikhonov are among the most fanatical supporters of the Capellan state.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Residents of the region. Expect them to fight with unparalleled levels of
Got O'Brien, Panther over there.
First Prince Hans Davian has
Forcer.
charged the Crucis Lancers with this mission. To break the unbreakable
yes, because let's see. One medium, 2 heavy mechs are gonna take the entire base. Sure. Okay, you do have a Centurion.
Any other Capellan world that stands in our way to our will.
So I want to point out to everybody that she gave her husband an entire regiment of Griffin mechs, or at least that was the model that was used for their little wedding gifts, right? In exchange, she gave him an entire sector of space. I don't know if that deal is quite a good one. Just saying. Alex, welcome in on TikTok. Oh, and Mercury, welcome in on YouTube. How are we doing today? Mission briefing. The invasion of Tiganov has begun. Over 300 dropships carrying all 8 regiments of the cruisers Lancers are jumping in high G-burn towards the planet. I am sorry. I am sorry. I'm not going to be reading all that. I appreciate the fact that they put that there. You're welcome to like pause it and read it or whatever. Greetings, Spec Warrior. Welcome in, Adam. How are we doing today? I just came back from listening to Love Theme, The Hustle, and the People Are People. I thought that was going to say something else for a second. I do apologize. I see now you're in Operation Rat. Yes, unfortunately, this came up first. Your uniform makes no sense. And I'll tell you why. You see this? This is the McDonald's ribbon. Excuse me. I am all sorts of stuffed up today. This is a medal that was given out shortly after the events of September 11th. You know which year I'm referring to, or September 9th. God, it's been so long. I know the event, I just forgot the date. Anyways, and like I want to say like early 2025. So this is the National Defense Ribbon. When the hell did he go to boot camp? This person must be over 3 or 4 centuries old. 2001. Yeah. That's what I was going for. So you're telling me this guy served somewhere between 2001 and 2025, which, to be fair, right, at the very least, you would only get the National Defense Ribbon through that time, essentially. And technically, the global war on terror or whatever is still technically ongoing. It's just rebranded as something else now, but you don't get that medal anymore. So either this person is hundreds of years old or that's stolen valor. Now, to be fair, it could mean something different in this time period or this era. But still, a little funny detail about that. Sun Chaser, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? It's a North Korea style where you're allowed to wear your father's and your father's ribbons and medals. I guess so, because that's...
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
But that's still... Like, if we're going by that logic, like, that's like... That's like hundreds of years back still. Oh no, we have to destroy all the orbital cannons. I know what I must do, but I do not know if I have the strength to do it. Ronin Gaming, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Usually machine guns and flamers, if I'm being completely honest. Colombian, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Logic, am I sci-fi? Yeah, no, that is true. Hilarious, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? I cannot see anything. I'm gonna... Oh, you know what? I did install, I did download the mod that everyone was wanting me to get. Yet another mech lab. But I didn't enable it just yet. Yeah, I don't think we're in a position to do that yet. Fair enough. Fair enough. And besides, we're not paid to think. We are paid to destroy. And that is mostly what I'm going to be doing today, because I might be stuffed up. But damn if I'm not going to destroy everything in my path. Squid and Cashman, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Because no matter what, I'm still going to show up for these contracts. Oh, I see it. Oh, I see it. I mean, what are we even dealing with currently? It looks like maybe a light or medium mech, so I don't really need to worry about it too much. Oh yeah, that's a Jennifer. I don't think we need to worry about that too much. Matter of fact, I don't even think I need to field. I don't know if I need to field that many mechs. Oh god, they're pulling parts off of my mech. Yeah, the Atlas is taking a few hits. I mainly just want to take your AC-20 offline. I don't really feel like staying and dealing with you. I think that weapon's offline. No, one of them I missed somehow. I'm not entirely sure how. Leon, welcome in on TikTok. Or Leonidas. I was trying to shorten it, but... Welcome in. How are we doing today? All in all, I don't think they've taken on too much damage. It's just... I don't think we're going to have time to repair the armor. Which I think kind of made this DLC a little bit troublesome, because for MechWarrior 3, for instance, we at least had the MFBs where we could be like, okay, cool, I can pop up a quick tent and then just repair whatever I need to.
Targeting.
Any of the other MechWarrior games, though, you really had to wait, like,
Targeting.
you had to wait days for any of the equipment to be fixed.
Targeting.
Which, I mean, realistic, sure.
Target destroyed.
I don't know. I don't know, though. Something seems a little off about that, because I feel like, yes, it would take a while for somebody to weld on a couple of pieces of armor.
Targeting.
I don't think it would take multiple days, though. Music Medic, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Vashiva, welcome in on YouTube. How are we doing today? It's good to see you. Okay, we are getting out of here. I am not sticking around to deal with.
All stations, move to designated evac points on the double. We have an invasion to get to.
I'm sure we do. I just don't think we should be sticking around to deal with the locals. I am probably going to have to use my... I'm probably going to have to use the Warhammer for this one. Tito, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? And for anyone wondering, yes, it is spelled like the alcohol, so... So if anyone's wondering what not to drink after the stream, because I would prefer that a lot of you at least be able to drive home safely, because most of the people who end up watching my stream usually seem to be people who are like working. So unfortunately, no drinking for you. Not right now, at least. I could really go for some soup right now, or just something that would... maybe tea or something. Might have to get some after the stream. Solid opening salvo, but this war is just getting started. Dorvia? We're gonna say that was manned mostly by planetary militia. While this might have been some of the toughest militia in the inner sphere, they still don't hold a candle to the hardened CCAF regiments that still call Tiganov home. Always assume that the next fight is going to be tougher than the last, and they will come sooner than you think. Be sure to pace yourself and your personnel out there. Our next operation is scheduled to commence in 15 days. If your next mechs are in need of repair, be sure to get your techs started on immediately. Even if they won't be ready for your next deployment, getting repairs in queue may be the difference between life and death in the next coming months of this campaign. Always remember, Operation Rat will not be a sprint. It's going to be a marathon. So never overcommit in a single battle if it means that we'll lose the war. Pure asthma teen? Or absinthe? Philip, no. We are not drinking straight up. You are not drinking Everclear. I will not let you. Hyperdrafty, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Like, look, you can do what you want, but all it takes is one shot. One shot of that is going to send you to see Jesus himself. Fanner. Yeah, that says Fanner. Welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? Because I'll tell you what, I am struggling over here. Thanks to your valiant efforts, we were able to make Planetfall with minimal casualties. Great, fantastic. Unfortunately, this is going to be one of those streams where I go, that's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them. And it sucks because I want to, but at the same time, it's like, no, my voice is not going to handle that at all. Okay, so it looks like we can start with them. Impson, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? Or, oh, that's actually Simpson. It just has the dollar sign for the S, which is interesting. Although, to be fair, if I did get a shot of Everclear, so if you don't know, in America, I'm not sure if they have these elsewhere, because if you're gonna drink in most places, I would assume they would just be like, here's a bottle, or here's like a pint or something. But they have these like little mini bottles for whatever reason, right? And they always seem to have these like closer to checkout, which doesn't really make any sense to me unless you're trying to get, unless you're essentially trying to get a child to like accidentally sneak it into their pocket or something. Like, again, I'm not condoning that. I'm just saying, like, I'm just kind of sitting there going, who is buying these bottles? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Because your alcoholics are not going to buy it, but regardless, maybe that would, like, clear out my sinuses, like, maybe that would just clear it all out that quick, but Fahad, we are not dealing with this. All right, we're moving out. We are not sticking around to deal with any other target stay. Suka, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Oh, so we need to actually just wait. So wait, do I actually have to kill the other... Do we actually have to kill the other mechs? I mean, that's fine, but it's like I was trying to not stick around too much if it could be helped, right? Because the longer it takes to repair these mechs, the more time I'm not going to have with the Jaeger mech or the Warhammer later on.
Target destroyed.
User44, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? At some point, you should get yourself a unique moniker. It's only fair. It's the rite of passage to being on the internet. I've definitely had a lot in my day. Ooh, that's rough. So that was a no. So that is a no. Those did not count. Antonio, I'm gonna mess this up. I'm not going to. Nope, we are not doing that today. I'm just gonna go with the first name. I am not feeling like butchering another name today by accident.
We've made contact with the Grenadiers. They are using the inner city as cover. All Lancer forces advance.
Lol Bean Soup, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? I'll go listen to Feels So Good. Have a good day, Mercury.
Targeting.
Enjoy the music.
Targeting.
So, you have a griffin, and you have a cicada.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure.
I mean, technically I should be picking up some of the stuff, but at the same time, it's like... At the same time, I really don't plan on using anything else today.
Target
Where did the...
destroyed.
Well,
Targeting.
I was wondering where that griffin went. You're missing almost everything there, Firestarter. I don't know how you're gonna make do with that, but I'm sure you'll figure it out somehow.
Grenadier forces are showing losses. Let's keep the momentum up.
Losses. They have lost half their lance so far. So far. Okay, maybe not a... I'll have to watch the cinematic
That's close enough. Ready to start.
of your game while I eat breakfast. The cinematic from earlier is definitely worth it.
Always good to restock on ammo.
I thought it was just funny. It was like, so for the DLC, I still don't know how that marriage gift was. I don't know how that marriage proposal, like the wedding gifts, were any sort of equal. It's like, cool, I'm gonna give you a regiment, which seemed to be 12 griffins. And to be fair, maybe they're the hero versions, right? The ones with more missile hard points. Sure. But a regiment of 12 mechs, griffins at that, and then he trades it for a sector of space. 12 griffins is a romantic gift.
Targeting.
Look. If you give me a regiment of griffins, I'm gonna be appreciative, but at the same time, with the way they are presented in the base game, and I say that and I say it with that caveat, right? In the base game, the griffins are so underpowered and under-armored.
If you find the acquisition, just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
Unless you're talking like the hero versions, which then it's like, I have questions. Where did you get the entire like hero regiment of
The more ballistics, the merrier.
hero mechs? Which, again, I'm not gonna say no, but at the same time, it's like, I would have a bunch of questions in the back of my mind.
Targeting.
Because out of all the mechs you could have chose, you went with that one. To be fair, right, it is a wedding gift, it's thoughtful, like, don't get me wrong, I can definitely appreciate that, but it's like,
Grenadier forces, you have fought bravely for your cause, but the battle is lost. Surrender and no further harm will come to you or Giziga.
Hayden, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today?
Targeting.
He can give you super griffins. And again, that is absolutely fair. And again, I want to be clear. I'm not being like, oh, he should give me a fleet of atlases because I'm worth that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just like,
Target destroyed.
my issue is more the fact, like, I'm not being like, oh, you have to have a certain like level of gift for me to be appreciated. No, it just kind of seems like a slap in the face a little bit with, like, I almost kind of take that as like an insult. Like, again, it's just that one particular mech that I just kind of look at and I go, I've never been a big fan of it. Now, if I had that mod installed, maybe we could fix that. I do want to salvage that Warhammer. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. But yeah, it's not necessarily like... It's not necessarily like, oh... It's like somebody buys you a gift that you know they know that that would irritate you, if that makes sense. It's like, yes, I got you this gift, so you have to be appreciative of the gift, but at the same time, you just kind of look at it and go, I don't like that thing. But you still took the time and the effort to, like, get it, so it's like, I have to appreciate that fact, and to be fair, right? If I have a whole battalion of battle mechs, I'm going to be quite happy anyways. Let's see, let's go ahead and sell this one. 5% markup. I mean, that's not that terrible. Can we repair you for a decent price? 2 million C-bills to bring this thing back to life. I feel like it's going to be worth it. Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and give you like a hot rod paint job because subtlety is for losers. Not cold storage. I just want to move you slots. Can I just... Why can I not move your... Oh. I just click and hold. Okay, that makes sense. Sure. And the fact we're only getting like 2.6 million C-bills for this is a little bit sad. Tyler Simpson, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? If I had a dime for every Simpson that's been in chat today, I would have 2 dimes, but it's strange that's happened twice. All right, at least we get both of these mechs back on the field. It's sad because the Fed sons are cheapskates.
The capital of Tigograd has surrendered. Strategic Director Pavel Ridzik has fled the system, and the primary earthworks manufacturer...
I mean, you're not entirely wrong.
...under our control. But the fight is...
I think I've gotten, like, the maximum amount of money somebody's paid me to do a contract has probably been the Independence.
Our mission is to finish the fight. Eliminate all Liao defenders and secure the earthworks production site. Kestrel Lancers, advance. Commander.
Like, they gave me a contract for 11 million. Now, keep in mind, the Independents hate me. They despise me, okay? They were still like, fine, we'll give you 11 million C-bills. That was a mission where the Awesome got told, what was it, for the 2nd or 3rd time since we've bought the thing, and then one of my pilots, I think it was Cave over there. It was a bad day for Cave, but at least we all made it out intact. He had a few bruises for sure, but he got some well-needed bed rest and plenty of money from that mission, so good day for everybody involved. Oddly enough, it was a good day. Coin, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? I wonder what some of these ships were. Because I kind of hear Fahad. I'm remembering a line that Fahad said, and I think these ships might be from the Star League era, but I could be wrong.
I've identified the turret's control center, marking it on the HUD now. If there is anyone with jump capabilities, we may be able to silence those turrets all at once.
Sadly, we have no jump jet capabilities here. Let's see, we got an Atlas, another Jaeger mech, and then Warhammer.
Targeting.
All right, everybody, go silence that. Go silence that vendor. The biggest cheapskates at this time would probably be the Draconis Combine. Yo, what's funny about that is they might be cheapskates, but I mean, they ended up giving me a Marauder too, so. Oh, not willingly, mind you. They more or less had to give it to me, otherwise more or less the entire compound got destroyed. The mech did too, but we were able to rebuild it. Bleh, I can't speak. Combine has death to the mercenaries doctrine at this point in the timeline. Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. It's mostly due to the death to the mercenary stance.
Targeting.
Yeah, they were not too happy when I took that. They were not too happy when I took that Marauder 2 from them. And the Victor. Although the Victor was a different set of circumstances. Poor Blackjack. If only your designer had been a little bit more thoughtful about the groin area.
Target destroyed. Targeting. Targeting.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and wreck him, and then I will go over here. Anyone reasonable would be reasonably upset to losing a Marauder 2. You know what's funny is I think the Marauder 2 is technically, more accurately, the most expensive mech I have in my fleet. However, my Bushwhacker. However, my Bushwhacker ended up being. However, my Bushwhacker ended up being 15 mil. Hey, Annika, Minty finished my commission and turned out better than I imagined. If you want to see it, it's under the reviews for Den. If you want to show it on stream, go for it. We just might. If you don't know, Minty was the one who worked on a couple of art pieces for me. Well, only one so far, but she's been responsible for some of the thumbnail art that you've seen for the schedules or for the thumbnails. So we will definitely have a look at that.
Blimey, those are cataphracts. One of the first new battle mechs designs in centuries.
Ooh,
Yes, between the Raiders
I'm
and the
definitely gonna need one of those.
only great house other than House Steiner to produce brand new mech designs since the start of the Succession Wars. Even with it being mostly cobbled together by recycling components from other mechs, it's still an impressive battle mech, which is why it is imperative that we minimize the damage to this facility.
We are trying, but unfortunately, they seem to be going a little scorched earth on everything.
Blasted that target into oblivion.
Could we take care of the spider, please?
Let's snuff it out.
Yeah, that spider's done. Don't need to worry about that.
Commander, our mission is to capture this complex in functional condition. Check your fire in these tight quarters and eliminate any enemies you encounter ASAP.
I mean, we're working on it as best we can, but they seem to be going a little scorched earth, like I said just a second ago.
Target destroyed.
Sometime soon, I'm thinking I want to go into a new build. Personally, I'm not a fan of the Castrol Lance missions, but the other DLC missions I think are solid. I kind of agree with that. Like, I think they're okay, if that makes sense. I at least appreciate the fact that they tried to give the mission's story and flavor to them.
I am Marshal Jackson Davian of the 2nd Crucis Lancers. In the name of First Prince Hans Davian and the Federated Sons, we are here to commandeer this facility. Stand down and surrender, and no further harm will come to you or your people.
Destroyed. Targeting.
The
Commander, clear out the remaining enemy forces.
the foreman does not seem very responsive.
Sabotage the facility rather than see it fall into our hands.
I mean, makes sense.
Destroyed.
Makes sense. Can I turn this thing around, please? Yeah, I think the Lance Castriel missions, I think it was a step in the right direction as far as the campaign goes, but I don't know if it's, I'm remembering some of the missions and I think it was just kind of a little bit of a mess.
Targeting.
I don't know, it's also been a while since I've played this one, so
Targeting.
I might be confusing some of the missions for each other.
Substantial damage has been inflicted to the mech production lines, Commander. We need to clear this site ASAP before this facility becomes unusable.
This production line seems to have automated mech repair bays handy. Make use of them while you can, Commander. No telling what we will face deeper into this facility.
I mean, that's fine. Can we get that Phoenix Hawk offline, please?
I see the target. We're moving to take it out.
I mean, one of you seems to be stuck over there. Does not seem to be moving at all. Yeah, one of my lance mates just stopped working completely.
Target
Well,
destroyed.
He's not going to be fighting anymore. Can I move, please? Okay. I thought I was stuck between the two. Yes, keep the manufacturing plant in functional capacity while enemy mechs jump around and destroy everything. Yep, and again, I have to step through this facility as well, so... Yes, well, giant mechs and what is essentially bowling balls or wrecking balls go through the facility. Well, they repaired everything except for that one component, which could house one of my miniguns. Can I switch over to... Okay, which one is over here? Because I would like to have my other lance mate up here. Okay, so it's the awesome. Can you form up on me? What are we... So, okay, you know what? You know what? Whatever. Cool. Fine. Didn't need the Atlas anyways. Repair bays only repair armor. Which is so stupid because... Again, how do we go from... I guess, to be fair, it's in the future, right? But it's in the future by, like, what, 30 years? So, MechWarrior 3, if nobody remembers, we had the MFBs that could repair armor, restock ammo, and repair components, which was huge. But I guess we don't get that anymore. I'll be right back. I do apologize. Alrighty, sorry about that. Just a heads up, my commission is my Elden Ring character. If you had to see it, if you had a way to see it on the commission side and the source side by side. Gotcha. 30 years by a bunch of lost tech is rediscovered, and you also get the clan invasion, which means even more advanced technology. I guess that's true, yeah. Because again, it's taking my techs like multiple days. Kiplin, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? I remember you. I mean, I would hope that I stand out a little bit amongst the sea of VTubers. Peak Poke Push, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Yeah, there aren't too many mech pilots or mercenaries out there, so the Inner Sphere up to this point was stuck in a technological dark age for nearly 300 years. True. Very, very true. And I unfortunately am suffering the
I'm reading
the effects of that.
activations in your vicinity, Commander. Watch yourself.
Targeting.
Oh, it's a locust. It's another locust.
Roger that. Engaging.
All right, kill the locust. We also have a raven. Oh, that was.
Target destroyed.
I mean, you sent 2 locusts and a raven. Am I supposed to be impressed? Oh, there's a cataphract. Now, there's some heavier metal. Unfortunately, you are in headshotting distance of my mech.
Target destroyed. Targeting. Target destroyed.
So, the cataphract, decent mech. I like the armor.
Destroyed.
But, does not stand up against the machine gun. I'm sorry, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? Finding mech with Indo-Steel structure, Fibrous armor, or XL engines was very, very, very rare in these times.
On behalf of the Federated Sons, I accept your surrender. All Crucis Lancer forces, stand down. Mission accomplished. TINCAN is ours.
And we only suffered minor damage to the mechs, so there you go. $2.7 C-bills, though. 2.7 million C-bills is kind of low for some of the work we do. But at least I can sell some of these. Active probes might actually be worth it. 200. Fine. Mission accomplished, Lancers. Teeing off is finally ours. We've accepted their surrender. That's great. We got 300,000 C-bills, 300 reputation, a cataphract, ERPPC, an auto burst cannon, and I think that's like 3 tons of ammo. Hey, one of our pilots just got trained. Nice. He leveled up his cap, but his cap is already maxed out. All right, we're going to have to send you back to school, but you will be a good pilot yet. You will be a fantastic pilot yet. Uh, 3028 is when the Helm memory core was discovered and the Renaissance era began, so you should start seeing some better markets since you're at the end of 3028. Hopefully so. I'll be right back. I do apologize I have to keep getting up, but 1 second. All right, let's get back into this. I'm really hoping we see some good stuff on the market soon, because I've been looking for some Gauss cannons for a little bit. But for now, this Cataphat might actually see some use. Telling me that thing has a PPC and an AC-10. That's actually pretty decent. Mission accomplished, Lancers. Taking off is finally ours. Is there anything that we need to do during that time? Any upgrades we might want? I only have these two. I really need to do some of the canteen missions. Oh, here we go.
Wave 3 of Operation Rat has begun. From here, the Crucis Lancers will divide and conquer a number of systems, securing our grip of the Tikhonov commonality. The second and third Crucis Lancers' next assignment is to take the world of Tigris. Boasting one of the highest standards of living and well-educated populaces in all of the Capellan Confederation, Tigris has acted as a cultural center and brain trust of the Capellan state for centuries. Bringing Tigris to heel will consolidate the Federated Sun's might throughout the Terran corridor, and further secure our hold of vital jump ship routes into the Lyran Commonwealth. Its conquest will also rob House Liao of a major population center containing some of the Capellan state's brightest minds and wealthiest families, hampering the Confederation for generations. Given the system's wealth and nobility, House Liao has stationed significant defenses on Tigris. With only 2nd and 3rd battalions assigned to this invasion, we should expect to encounter stiff resistance to our occupation, as we will not be able to rely on the same amount of support that we received on Tikhonov. But always remember,
That sounds about right, yeah.
have already done what not even the Star League could do. We took the unconquerable world of Tikhonov. Compared to that, there is nothing that Tigris can throw at us that we haven't already faced before.
I'm assuming that's a little bit ambitious. Also, is it just me, or was Tikhonov really easy to take? I mean, keep in mind, right? We saw one of many battles. So maybe that's a little bit unfair of me to say, but kind of feel like that was a little... I can special order. Is that TINCAN on the market yet? Please. Doggone it. It's not available until next year. Little ways into next year, but next year nonetheless. All right, that's fine. Let's go ahead and get set for the next mission. Teeing off through your eyes is easy. That's kind of what I was saying. Yeah, because it's like we basically just steamrolled into the facility and then that was it. And I mean, to be fair, I do have a really, really broken build. So maybe if my build wasn't as broken, we would have had more issues. I might pull the Warhammer into service soon if we need to. I haven't really had to pull out the Warhammer just yet.
Heavy concentration of the system's populace, clustered around a number of townships and cities known locally as Suga Chongshi, the Four Cities. We've made planetfall 40 clicks north of our main objective, shielded by a small but dense forest known as Yorlor's Grove.
So we're 40 miles out from the objective.
Granite Field full might of all 8 Lancer regiments on our side. For this campaign, it's just us and the 3rd. So watch each other's backs and don't do anything reckless.
Marshal Davion, do we have any...
I feel like you should have had like another.
Intelligence reports Warrior House Harry's
I feel like we should have had another regiment for this one.
support from Laurel's Legion, a mercenary battalion with direct ties
Not my call, but I would have put in with three
intel on if those units are stationed here at
three regiments for this one.
a handful of battalions stationed here on garrison duty. So our best estimates range from 1 to 3 regiments worth of hostiles in system. That's quite a range, sir. All the more reason
Yes, it is.
Mech Warrior. Continue to follow the Mark Nav point route to our planned encampment site.
It's a good thing.
Set up a foothold in the system. We'll send out recon
Not that I'm any better. I was steamrolling this DLC with broken hero mechs enhanced by yet another mech lab magic and autism. True. The first time I went through this DLC, I was going through with a recommended tonnage, but unfortunately I had to deal with the fact that my mechs were just kind of basic.
Curs intruders. Liao's premier assault regiment. All Lancers, weapons free.
Sorry, I'm going for the bushwhacker first. Oh, bushwhacker, why did they give you such a vulnerable spot?
Looks like those Ravens weren't scouting our forces, but screening the intruders' numbers.
Why am I reading Davion serial codes on these hostiles?
Not sure why we were reading.
The Confederation lost much of their domestic assault mech production back in the Second Succession War. Curs intruders makes up for that by fielding large amounts of Davion salvage. Just
I was wondering if they were.
Easier said than done. All of it sensor jamming.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if they were like trying to blend in with our forces a little bit, but no, that makes sense too. Yeah, House Leon is kind of scrappy when it comes to their mechs.
Target destroyed.
I'm a little fried, but other than that, the Jaeger mech is doing pretty good. Something tells me we're not done with the ambush just yet, though.
damn it! My sensors are all over the place. We can't shoot straight with all this interference. Someone take those Ravens out.
Why are my sensors just fine, though?
Targeting.
Okay, that's a charger.
Just spotted an enemy mech. What the hell? A charger just chewed through my torso with a large bore autocannon. That must be one of those new variants whipped up by Hellspawn Industries. Focus on taking them down quickly. Those are carrying more than just top cap lasers and can be quite lethal up close. Approach
Oh, I'm sure they can be. But you know what? It's also lethal up close. Miniguns. Lots and lots of miniguns.
Target destroyed. Targeting.
You know, I might actually get me one of these chargers. Should have put in an order for one. You see, this is a charger worth dealing with. Boom, boom, fire, power. Boom, boom, fire, power.
done for. The intruders might have gotten the jump on us, but we are not out of this fight. Keep on them, Lancers.
Yeah, is that Raven still... Is that Raven still around, or did y'all... I think they took care of it. Night Skull, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? You see, that is a charger worth having. Because again, those chargers are like 8 million C-bills. And they're not really that... At least the first variants weren't that good. A charger with an AC-20 is a decent SAM for an Atlas. True. Robert, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Charger A15 variant is decent. Like, if you're talking the one with small lasers, I don't know, I think I'd rather have, like... I think I'd rather have, like, 4 or 5, like, 3 or 4 medium lasers versus, like... At least, like, 4 or 5... 3 or 4, medium lasers versus smaller ones. No, not the small lasers. So then you're talking about the... You're talking like the new charter. And then we have Blank. Welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? And oh no, it doesn't say blank as in the word. It's just... There's just a black box.
We're turning this around. One final push should be all we need.
Yeah, one final push is all we need, but unfortunately, this mech has seen better days. Yeah, I might actually get the, I might get the new charger, but... Sad part is, if I special order it, it's not going to have the same loadout, so I'd have to, like, painstakingly put the mech back together. So there is that. I'm gonna have to, like... I'm starting to think that I should pull in the Warhammer for this one. Or at least from here on out. Well, something went whizzing past me. You know what? I'm not going into that inferno. Nope. Nope. I'm backing up. Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna turn my guns this way so that the right side doesn't come flying off. The right side came off. Tuck on it. Alright, Catterfact. I didn't want to lose that part, but I got nothing else to lose at this point. Nothing immediate, anyways. Catterfact, open up. Mmm. I'm going to go ahead and retreat a little bit. If only Jaeger mechs or something made out of more cardboard and hopes and dreams. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but it has got me up into this point, so at least that's something. We'll switch to the Warhammer after this. Okay, you're still firing at something. Oh, you're bullying a Phoenix Hawk? Well done, Blackjack. You bullied the Phoenix Hawk, and for once you've earned my respect. Another build you can try is 6 and higher small lasers if you can get a bulkier mech, preferably 8 missile lasers.
Continue along to the marked nav points. We still need to reach and secure
I
all
think we
those
can do that, yeah.
Great work, Commander. We took a beating, but crippling Kurz intruders takes a key Liao assault battalion off the
I mean, my Jaeger mech looks like a...
Stavia this day. This should make our engagements with the elite
looks a little rough, but other than that... Give me 1 second. I do apologize. Ray, welcome in on TikTok. Bubble Boy, you as well. I'm not a fan of the Rifleman or Jaegermech, but I do like the Blackjack. I feel like the Blackjack, for all its issues, like, I bully it about the weak point, but honestly, it makes up for its armor issues with speed. Like the Blackjack Arrow, for instance. I am presently painting a Rifleman. Dominique, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? 3 million C-bills. We are finally climbing the ranks of... You see, you can tell this is one of the mechs I bullied because the groin is specifically the only part that's missing. I mean, still, the damage costs weren't even that bad. Unfortunately, it's probably going to take... it's probably going to take a little bit for these mechs to be repaired. At least we can upgrade the weapons on this thing a little bit. Could you swap out these as well? Again, probably going to take longer, but I don't really need this thing on the battlefield that quickly. Since we're most likely going to pull these two into service and then... Where is he? This one I'm just going to sell because it's a crispy million C-bills. Arrow definitely makes up for the issues. I think so too. Again, I'm more a tank. I like to be in a tank. I like to be able to roll up and be like, I've got the firepower. I can sit here and duke it out with you. Versus... I'm going to run in, punch you real quick, and then run away. Which could probably be displayed by my current regiment of mechs. Because even, like, this one here, it's probably not going to stand up long, but it's probably going to stand up long enough to punch you in the face hard enough. Arrow gives machine guns extra range and damage in game. I didn't know that. Like, I knew the like better machine guns could help with that, but I didn't think that those were... I didn't think it extended the range that much. Marie, welcome in on... Mariah, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? Lancers, fascinating work demolishing Kura's intruders. Yes, yes. We're amazing. Everything is great. I'm upgrading to Warhammer, so that way we don't suffer any issues. Because at this point, I don't think we're going to be... Mission starts in 30 days. Yeah, I'd rather not pull anything out just yet. Again, without mods to show you, hero mechs have hidden perks and bonuses. Which, again, is so stupid on the part of,
You're clear to make your play.
Roger, Marshal Pedroza. Okay, Commander. Our brothers in the 3rd Crucis are now defending a Liao counteroffensive.
which is so stupid because it's like, how am I supposed to know that without...
The region is dependent on
If I have to go outside the game to figure out that
from a centralized power plant.
a mech is better than another,
We want your lands to move quickly and neutralize
that's...
these generators. Make your way to the marked nav point and destroy all the marked generators. My forces
That's so stupid.
and draw out existing defenses.
What I find, maybe it's too much min-maxing too much. Your mech is either super high DPS or super high alpha damage, which validates a lot of middle ground weapons. True.
We consider this our most humane option. Our hope is to avoid the potential bloodshed of 2 whole mech regiments descending into the city to defend it. By having a single lance take out the generators, we're hopeful that Vendrissa Laurel will surrender her world to prevent more bloodshed.
Hope so. Hope so. We are going to go ahead and take out the, we're going to go ahead and take out the generators.
Jesse, I'm rerouting our heavy battalion to assist. They should be at your location in 15 minutes. Try to hold out till then. Commander, I need to break our blockade to help the 3rd, so be advised. Enemy reinforcements may break through.
I mean, that's fine, but... Where's this generator?
Jesse, our forces are already committed to our assault on the 4 cities. Deviating from the mission plan could throw the entire attack into disarray. Request denied.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure.
You know, for this mission, I'm kind of thinking I should have went with, missile support if I could have had it.
My command center. It's been hit by heavy autocannon fire. Heavy infantry raided our headquarters shortly afterwards. They got our MIIO code books.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
If the Mezcalov could decrypt those code books, they could completely compromise Operation Rat.
Second, Galax armor. Tied down. Marshal Stadium. Jackson. I'm sorry.
Marshal Pedroza! Jesse! Shit, we've lost comms. Commander, I'm rerouting to support the 3rd. Rihanna, I'm appointing you operational commander of this mission. Finish this, then fall back to our position.
All right, we're good to go.
Marshal. Good hunting.
The Atlas isn't looking too hot. Form up on me.
All targets destroyed. Crucis Lancers, fall back to your designated exfil sites and prepare to regroup at Marshal
Sheesh. The Atlas is going to be scrap metal if we don't get out of here quickly. I'm surprised it wasn't hit harder considering the fact there's like 5, maybe 6 mechs in the area. There's also a mod that disables hero mechs, which will definitely level the playing field. I mean, I don't necessarily mind that there are hero mechs on the field. My issue isn't so much the hero mechs, it's more the fact that you have some missions that are like, oh, it's low tonnage, but like this one, you just get like 6 or 7 mechs, and it's like, I don't really want to sit there and fight all of those mechs to get the mission done. Intermittent Gaming, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? We've taken out the power station, Commander. Now let's get back and regroup with Marshal Davion. We will try. Unfortunately, I think we're going to be all sorts of scattered for this next mission. Okay, so Charger, right? There's an Atlas 2. And that's going to be in 3041. I don't know if I like the look of that Atlas. Like, it's actually kind of scary, is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, this is the Charger, the 1 Alpha 5. Even I have to admit, that's a pretty good loadout. 11 million. So the thing is, I have to, like, match this loadout pretty much exactly to get the same effect, but definitely worth it. Lancers, I won't mince words. We are in a nightmare scenario. Well, that sounds great. Get me on the field, then. Yeah, I don't know if we would have had, you have negotiating points? Oh, I left one on the table by accident. Oh, for... Okay, that can be repaired in 9 days, 4 days, and then... Crap. Okay, we're gonna have to switch out the Atlas for something else. I mean, there's nothing on this mech particularly concerning, so... Maybe I finally pull in the... See, I'm not sure if I want to pull in another mech just yet, because it's 35 tons. Smallest one I have is 50 tons that I want to field, so... I don't know, do I field an Enforcer? Not yet. I don't think it's worth it just yet. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it just yet, but... Oops, well... There goes my headset.
Commander, it's of the utmost importance that you stop the Maskirovka from decrypting those codebooks. With them, they can decrypt our reports and significantly stifle Operation Rat security, putting not just our lives, but all Federated Suns forces at risk.
So, here's the thing. I'm in a battle mech.
In the system's capital of Jianfeng. We need them destroyed ASAP before they decode and transmit the data to Comstar. They'll know what we're up to the second we start taking down their relay stations. So timing is of the utmost importance in this mission, Commander. Good luck.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think we're gonna be. I don't think we'd be solving them without blowing up the entire place. Just scorch earth policy, right? I mean, not that we haven't already been doing that. Ram, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Ram is the best. Unfortunately, we get no more Ram. You know, we also don't get to watch videos on YouTube. Because remember when I said the longest ad I'd gotten? The longest ad I'd gotten was, I think it was 20 minutes. No, actually, no, it was closer to an hour. YouTube saw that, cracked their knuckles, and said, "Oh boy, we have news for you." They gave me an hour and a half ad
Target destroyed.
last night. And keep in mind that I'm just throwing on YouTube in the background to basically relax and go to bed. But now I am watching an ad for an hour and a half before I can return to the regular video. And I'm just like, you can skip it, but it's just like, it's like I came onto YouTube to watch a video, not advertisement.
Target destroyed.
And it's just like, it's just, at that point, it was like, why am I even bothering? So I boot up Firefox, which has particular settings that, yeah, that was no longer an issue. So I'm just kind of sitting here going, hour and a half? Really? Brother Quentin, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? I have the Flamer, the heavy Flamer. I use Brave browser. It blocks all outs on YouTube with shields up. So I used to use Brave. I don't have any issues with it. Between one of the updates, they tried to tell me that my video player wouldn't work anymore. And I've had that happen with some of the new programs I've done too, so. Okay, hello, okay, what's this? This is McWare.
Target destroyed.
We blow up giant mechs.
Targeting.
We are blowing up giant mechs, and right now we're trying to stop an operation from going very terribly. Because unfortunately, House Davion left its code book out on the coffee table, and well, now I have to go and make sure that they don't upload it to the internet for everybody to uncode their secrets. Is that a very, very simple? Is that a very simplified version of what's going on here? Maybe. Is it accurate? Pretty much.
All right, Commander. Fall back. The Lancers will soon be able to spare a mech company to deal with this rabble later. Return to base and we'll plan our next moves.
I'm sure that damage on my left shoulder isn't gonna cause me to not use the mech for the next mission. Surely not. Because you can kind of see it. I wish I could press a button. I wish there was a button. There must be, right? Yeah, that arm has seen better days. I'm really glad that I can actually look around the cockpit a little bit.
Now, Commander. We'll see what Marshal Davion has planned for us once we relink with the rest of the Lancers.
I feel like sometimes these cockpits don't really have much going on, but I mean, at least it's something. I think it's Gmo. Welcome in on TikTok. How are you doing today? Again, a blackjack I definitely bullied. I feel like I keep underestimating some of these mechs, but I don't know, the Zeus doesn't really seem all that intimidating to me. Free Zeus, nice. I mean, it's a free assault mech. I'm not going to say no to that. I look at some of these and I go, I mean, it is a mech. I appreciate it. Thanks for taking the debrief of me in private. They've transmitted the codes to Sarin. We are definitely going to have to take care of that. I'm going to need a moment, though, before we do that. Place the AC5 if, with the AC10, if possible. I think we can do that. Yeah, give me 1 second. I apologize about that. I thought I thought I muted my mic, but apparently not. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out the so replace the AC5 with the AC10. That puts us over the limit, though. So I'm thinking we either take off the So in order to do the refit, do we need... I see. I think we could swap out the... Let's see here. The large laser can go. Backs down the damage by 4, but I think it might end up being worth it. I think other than that, yeah, we're doing pretty good. And what do you know? The armor on the mech didn't get repaired after the... I wish this game... Like, I realize the button combination is my fault. Like, I should have checked. But please, just assume if I put in a work order that I want the mech weapons to be changed and the armor to be fixed. Because I'm not going to be walking out into a battlefield with 95 armor. I mean, it's like walking into... It's like buying French fries at a fast food joint. It's like, oh, do you want ketchup with that? Pretty much assume that everybody's going to be like, yes, I want ketchup. You have a couple of people who be like, I want ranch or mustard, whatever. But pretty much assume they're gonna want ketchup. Lasers are really heat intensive.
Soina, capital system of the Soina commonality, and one of the jewels of the Capellan Confederation. For centuries, Soina had been a beacon of industry and technological sophistication, once housing large populous cities across all of its continents, feeding a healthy commercial manufacturing industry. But, like the rest of the Ionosphere, the succession wars brought death and destruction to Soina. Today, although it's only a shadow of its former self, it remains an important world. Its aerospace and dropship manufacturing centers, combined with its centralized location in Capellan space, have made it a prime target for the Federated Sun's ongoing invasion of the Confederation. House Davion has charged the elite 5th Certis Fusiliers with taking Soina. In order to complete our mission, we will first need to make contact with their commanding officers, General Gordon Hartstone and Colonel Anthony Harkness.
Love how we're finally
But
seeing the
something
Marauders
seems to be
down
wrong.
here.
Although we jumped into the system 7 days ago, I have not yet been able to hail anyone on the wideband Federated Suns command channel. I'm getting nothing but silence every time I try.
Oh,
Even
that's
more
wonderful.
disturbing, the local news is reporting that the Fusiliers have attacked and destroyed Soina's HPG relay station, which has cut the system out of contact with the rest of the Ionosphere, spreading panic among Soina's populace. Our mission to recover the stolen Mio code books is far too important for us to abandon. Whatever the odds, we must make
For
contact
sure.
with the 5th Certis Fusiliers and request their assistance in finding and destroying the stolen code books. Otherwise, the entire security of Operation Rat could be compromised. Let's just hope we're not too late.
The phone company does not appreciate when you kill their APGs. Very true. Shagsit, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? All right. Let's see here. We're on final approach to Sarn. I'm still getting nothing on Davian command channels. I'm also picking up a large amount of space debris in shallow orbit outside of Sarn's exoatmosphere. It looks to be the debris of a number of destroyed dropships or satellites, but they're far too small to make out any discernible origin. Again, many words. Who the hell is paying us? I guess it's House Davion, but they're not even on the battlefield right now, technically. Like, we are it. That is... Oh, we did get our charger. We should probably go ahead and make sure that the charger's good to go. Let's see here. And I saw on the mech market, well, that's the thing. I don't have a charger technical readout to look at. There's a lot of good mechs on the market. I'm seeing Black Knights, I'm seeing Cataphracts, I'm seeing Cyclops. That charger's cockpit got hit pretty good. Might have to hose out the previous pilot. Which one? One of the Cataphracts did get a pretty good hit in the cockpit, though. Oh, you said the charger. Oh, you're right. Where's the visceral cleaning detail when you need them? All right, well, I will go ahead and look up the I'm gonna go ahead and look up the charger's normal loadout. See if that's any good. Charger A Alpha 5. See if I can get the technical loadout on this thing. Now, I know this one's wrong because it says it has 3 small lasers. That's the other one. Okay, so this one says an autocannon 20, which makes sense. It says a Tomadurja autocannon mount type 20 autocannon 20. Again, this is a different website, so only 3 small lasers, better than 5 small lasers. We have the 2 Bical SRM 6s, which go here. And then we also have the RJ 3L medium laser. And then 1 Magnum Mark 1 small laser. Again, this is the loadout that's This is from Mordell.net, so if it sounds a little weird and more technical, that's probably why. One pigeon shooter. Yep, pretty much. But hey, it might do something. Emphasis on maybe. I don't care how much it costs me. I'm tired of having to buy heat sinks every single time one of them blows up. As a matter of fact, it's just like I am so tired of having to buy various pieces of ammo every time I run out. So if I pair all, I feel like I can strip one of those and then I'm kind of thinking about stripping out the small lasers so I have like 10 more rounds. Because that gives me like, what, 3 damage? And then I don't know. I kind of want more ammo than... That's really what I'm thinking, but give me a second. I'll be right back. Or you can strip the laser and add more armor. Super high DPS all the way. We see, the thing is, this thing should have decent enough firepower. Like, that's sitting at, what? I think it was close to 100 and something firepower. And here's the thing, I'm probably never going to use the charger during this entire invasion. As a matter of fact, I might actually start putting some of these mechs into cold storage. Or at least 1 or 2 of them. Because it's getting to the point where I'm spending like 6 million in $6 million in bills. I'm like, I don't really know if I need all of these expenses currently, so we'll see. Let's see, you're a large laser expert. This thing does not have large lasers. I might actually put you in there. Again, I really don't need... They're more distractions, so that way I can get in there and do the dirty work.
Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Have you put any upgrades on your mech? I haven't. I need to do some of the
Communications disarray caused by the Comstar
I need to do more of the canteen missions in order to get some of the upgrades.
undetected, but I'm still not getting any responses on the Federated Sun's wide band. The only thing we're detecting is a faint SOS signal from the 5th Certis Fusilier at Mortic's approximate location on your HUD. If there
Yeah,
are
I really
any
need to
Federation forces
put
out there,
some
we
upgrades
need
on
to make
these
contact
mechs,
with them ASAP.
especially the
If we
Warhammer,
have any hope of
because
surviving this deep into Kaplan
if I can make it
territory,
even better,
but be on your guard, Commander.
I would
This
definitely want
SOS
to do
signal
that.
could be a trap.
It could be. I don't think it is, though. This could be a trap, but I'm thinking at the same time that for future reference, if you put any upgraded mechs in cold storage, all upgrades will be removed. Gotcha. I didn't put any into cold storage just yet, but I might. Hello, Brock.
Members of the Fusiliers, transmitting IFF frequencies to them now. Let's go up and introduce ourselves.
I'm sure that they'll be delighted.
Where you are. Your IFF says you're with the 2nd Cruises Lancers. Why are the Lancers here on Sarna?
We're here to destroy a code bug.
Only us. We're here on special assignment from Marshal Jackson Davion. We have an urgent matter to discuss with General Hearthstone.
He's gone. We believe he's been KIA.
What about Colonel Harkness?
Definitely KIA. His Marauder was bombarded by Inferno missiles. When he tried to punch out, Inferno gel poured into his cockpit and burned him alive.
Who's in charge?
Ah,
here then?
that's a horrible way to go
You're
out.
looking at her. Captain Alana Damu, 5th Certis Fusiliers, 1st Battalion. And as much as I would love to know why you're here, that is going to have to wait. We've got bigger problems at the moment. We're waiting on our salvage teams to strip this Gazelle for any surviving provisions. We're not going to make it much longer if we can't salvage as much of its supplies as we can.
We get that. Alrighty. We're gonna have to defend this thing, aren't we?
They must have tracked your approach here. Lancers, my men are exhausted and stretched to the brink. I cannot afford to lose any more of them. Help us fight through this with minimal losses, and I'll see what I can do about helping you with your special assignment.
You got it. I just wish that some of these, like, areas that they put us in.
Spotted an enemy mech.
What did I even get stuck on? I kind of hate how some of these areas, like, they seem to be
Targeting.
like rock bowls. Do you see that on the mini-map? Let's see if I can...
I'm reading more Lear forces on approach. Captain Damu.
I can't pull it up at the moment, but you see how it's like
No.
a big bowl, essentially, or
Shortly after we make
like some of the like the war games, for example, it was like a half dome, essentially.
find. I'll be straight with you. After
It's
a
like,
solid month of dodging
to me, it's kind of frustrating when
What's happened here?
Sarna was a trap. Our neo-intelligence
they go to use that one particular design, because it's like I have to go all the way around the basin, and I have never seen that sort of design on like any other world, but yet every single map that I've seen in this game has them. Like that goes for like Mech Warrior, Mech Warrior 4, 3. I wouldn't know about the second one,
Enemy transports touching down.
but it's like it seems like most of these maps feature a sort of like half bowl or bowl like shape on each of the maps. I'm just like, it just kind of, it seems to kind of slow down the pace of combat and generally. It's like, cool, you have some sort of cover, but at the same time, you're also like having to go all the way around it to get into combat.
That's completely scrambling anything that isn't short-range communications on planet.
That would explain why we weren't reading anything on the wideband on our burn into the system.
Again, I think it's just an interesting choice. Not necessarily like, oh, that's game-breaking or anything.
Targeting.
I would order them to blast out of the sky. I think we have bigger issues on our hands. Well, they blasted out of the sky in the goose, so that's good. What are we looking at over there? It's a Victor. Yeah, I'm gonna go bully the Victor. After I'm done with this quick draw. Excuse me, Victor.
Targeting.
Actually, you know what? I'm not even the one bullying him.
No matter what the Confederation's state-run news says, the HVG was our only hope of contacting anyone off-world about our dire situation.
Alright,
here.
go melt him. I think I'm gonna go deal with some of these locusts. Kind of sad I didn't get to tear apart the Victor. I was really looking forward to that. Oh, you were using the PPX. Kind of like the PPX, actually. It's a good upgrade to the ERPVC. Well, that trebuchet is done for it. So you're gonna punch out, or there we go. Okay.
It looks like we are in the clear.
Your Lancers really pulled through for us. Thank you. Stick around till we're done here, then follow us. We'll talk about Marshal Davian's special assignment for you once we reach our encampment.
And we barely took any damage on that contract as well.
The Big Mac will shoot you out of the sky if they think you're assisting us. Whether you like it or not, you're stuck in the trenches with us till this is all over.
That's fair enough. Unfortunately, you're also stuck with my cold, which I will keep over here in this cockpit. $3.7 million, that's pretty good. Okay, that is not a Victor, that is a scrap heap. So supposedly that's gonna net us somewhere close to 4 million on the market, so I will go ahead and purchase that. I will go ahead and purchase it off the field, and then we'll go ahead and patch up, and then I want to see if I can sell it. How much are we going to get for this thing? We made money, but it was only like, I think we technically made about 1 million C-bills on it. Still pretty decent. I'll be right back. Let's have a look at this. Commander, I've reviewed your message from Marshal Davion. I understand the urgency of your mission, but to be honest, the Fusiliers are in no shape to help you. I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do in order to make this work. Hopefully they'll explain a little bit more on the field, because right now it's pretty much where we need to be. 37 days for repairs is crazy. Was it just my mech, or which mech was taking so long to repair? Oh no, it's just the next mission starts in that amount of time. I mean, at least you'd have time to repair some of your mechs. Not all of them, but at least put in some work orders.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
We're coming up on the ruins of the HPG relay station. I've marked the map with the last known location of the Fusiliers transponders being sent. After they all went rogue, be sure to be on your guard and watch your backs. McCarran's armored cavalry is still breathing down our necks, looking to finish us off for good. Let's go find our answers. Contact, Whirlybird.
Hostile forces just lit up my
I mean, at least
I got eyes on.
At least it's not night door. At least not yet. I don't know, what do we think about the paint job for the Fusiliers? I mean, I realize I'm looking at that Warhammer's ass, but
They aren't with the Fusiliers. This is Captain Alana Damu of the
I kind of like the paint job for the
Who the
Fusiliers.
hell are you, and why are you using our transponder signals?
We serve a purpose much higher than yours, my child. I regret you coming here.
Targeting.
Now I'm afraid I can't.
Targeting.
I hate when they start talking about purposes and whatnot. Just say you're in it for the money and that's that. Like, bro, it's not that hard.
Screw that and screw you. I don't have any
I'm
plans
sorry,
on
did
dying
he
today,
just...
But I do plan on dismantling you imposters piece by piece.
I mean, I know the Jaeger mech is apparently made out of cardboard, but he just kind of stepped on him. Like, I know some of my chat wants me to, but like, how do you just step on the cockpit of a mech and just absolutely destroy it? I don't think I've ever seen a mech just detonated like that before.
Missile launch detected.
Griffin, no, just
Target destroyed.
thank you for ejecting. You made the right decision here today.
Missile launch detected.
I never quite understood the role of the assassin,
About to explode. Clear the area.
or at least for that version. It's like, sure, if you were an inexperienced pilot, maybe that mech could get out real quick, but
Targeting.
I don't really see it being too much of a threat. Maybe it was meant more for like recon, like some of the locusts or something.
Targeting. Target destroyed.
Is that it, or are we getting reinforcements?
Targeting.
Oh, we seem to have a Griffin who hasn't realized his weapon systems are I mean, at least he's trying with his fist. He is trying. Unfortunately, the Griffin has not realized he has lost. There we go. Maybe bring a better net. Maybe bring a better mech next time. What are we fighting over here?
Targeting. Target.
And I'm sure that ominous word vomit spewing from your mouth is supposed to actually mean something.
I mean, we would hope so.
Targeting.
All right, team, go and dismantle the Griffin, please. I will go ahead and take care of the assassin over here. That Griffin, the other Griffin's getting a little close.
Targeting. Missile launch detected.
Oh, is that a...
Not the first time the Fusiliers have heard that one.
Oh, that's a charger. We probably should deal with that one first. The other mechs, I don't really necessarily give them too much stock. The charger... I'm starting to respect at least this variant of a charger.
Target destroyed. Targeting.
I think I overextended a little bit. I think I overextended. Probably need to pull back and kind of deal with this charger a little bit. I know those two things don't sound like they go together, but at least if I'm back here, then I'm not in the middle of the death ball over there. So my plan is kind of let them get in the middle of all the other mechs, and hopefully this fight becomes a little bit more manageable.
Target destroyed. Missile launch detected. Targeting.
That's a fairly active imagination you have there. The Confederation's ambassador to New
I did not even hear what he said. I'm sorry, was that assassin? Everyone saw that, right? His reactor was kind of fusing a little bit.
Targeting.
Kind of looked like it. I don't know if it was actually doing anything, but maybe that was just my imagination.
Target destroyed.
I'm showing no more targets on our scopes. Looks like they're all down.
Well, that's good.
Infantry out and take in as many prisoners as possible. Rip each and every one of them out of their mechs. I want answers, and we aren't going to get any if we don't bring these imposters in alive.
I mean, you kind of destroyed their mechs, so I don't know how you plan to do that. Like, to be fair, I even think some of those reactors went kaboom, so... Don't know how you plan to do that. Let's see. Can I flip this Marauder, maybe? See if we can flip the Marauder. That's a pretty good price for... Made a little bit of money on flipping that Marauder. Again, it's not too much, but at the same time, it's like, it pays for repairs, so... If we can do that out here, then I am pretty happy with that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, like I've said, I do apologize. I keep having to mute like every. I don't even know if it's like every like 20 minutes or so. It's just I am definitely feeling under the weather lately. But I, at the very least, wanted to blow up some mechs today, so that's what we're gonna do. Thanks to our imposter friends, we've tracked down the facilities that the entire... None of that makes sense. Unfortunately, reading is not going to be my strong suit today, so you're welcome to read it. Normally I would. I'm just not in a state to make that happen. Basically, imposter is bad. Go get code book. Blow stuff up. We're getting a little bit more tonnage for this mission, so copy and paste text to speech. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong on that one. Should probably try that next time. Trying to see what heavy mech I can put them into. I don't know if I want to put you into a Black Knight just yet. It's taking up a lot of the C-bills, and I don't know, is the Enforcer better? That one has an EC 10. Hunchback's gonna be better for this. Okay. We'll just send it, see what happens.
Right, Commander. We were able to learn the location of Sarna's Meskarovka headquarters and support facilities around the capital city of Sarna from our captured imposters. If your stolen codebooks were delivered anywhere, it would have been at any of the marked facilities for decoding. With the HPG system down, it's fairly safe to assume the codebooks would not have been able to make it off-planet, even if they were decoded. So if you can destroy them here, it's unlikely Liao will be able to retrieve them again. We are deep in enemy territory here, so I can only support you with a small team of commandos. They will tail you and verify the destruction of the codebooks once you destroy the marked buildings. This is your mission, and I need to tend to the Fusiliers and plan our next move. So I'll leave the rest of this up to you and Rihanna. Best of luck.
And to you, Captain
Sounds
Damon.
good.
I've got nothing to add to that, Commander. So let's get the job done.
Blasted that target into oblivion.
Why don't you go tango with them, and I'll go ahead and see to the destruction of the buildings. You know, after I just want one Jennifer kill before. I want one kill before going in here. By the way, that laser build we had in mind earlier, I definitely want to try that out.
There's our third target. Let's be quick about this, Commander.
I think I would do like 8. I think we should do like 8 or 9 like medium burst lasers, because large lasers usually have heat issues. So if you do like 8 or 9 short burst lasers with like double heat sinks, I think that At least on like a heavy mech, you might be able to get away with that. Did I get it or no? I think we got it.
Targeting.
Let's see, what else is back here? Saw something heavy. I think that's probably a charger. There definitely is a grasshopper. Yeah, we should probably...
Targeting.
Oh, yep, that's an awesome... You know what? It just says LRM-15s, so... As long as we don't stick around too long, we should be okay. I mean, I don't think that building's intact.
Targeting.
This building doesn't look too intact either.
That's the last facility. The infantry will take it from here. We need to evacuate now before McCarran's armored cavalry.
Yeah, our
Make your
our
way to
mechs
the
aren't
marked
looking
exfil
too
site.
good. Well, at least we were able to punch in, patch out. I wonder where she's getting the commandos, though, because I didn't see any commandos in a regiment earlier. I'm gonna grab a couple of these. I don't think they're gonna be worth it. Lance Gabriel's gonna be out for 69 days. Funny number, but damn. That's kind of a huge blow to our pilot roster. Congrats on completing your mission, Commander. Well, thank you. We should probably be moving on to the second one before my condition gets any worse. Actually, you know what? I think I want damage more than salvage shares because we're not really getting anything. We're not getting anything too good from these missions anyways, so at least not on the battlefield, not salvage related. Can I finally put you in a... I kind of want to give... You have laser affinity. You should actually be in the... Cave should be in the heavy... in the Black Knight, so that way he's in a preferred mech. He has the lasers that he needs, and then you at least have a decent mech. It's okay. Hopefully she can do something in it, but
The ruins of the derelict warship are
really
straight
at the
ahead,
end of the day,
Commander.
I'm just hoping
The
for
greater
a
cobras and the screaming
decent...
eagles have taken refuge in its interior. If we want to have any chance of getting out of this mess alive, we're going to need their help. Let's hope they
Really,
aren't
I'm
in the
just hoping
side
for a
streets as well.
distraction. That's it.
the top of the food chain when it came to the supreme military power of the Star League. Massive spacecraft that acted as jump ships, armed to the teeth with naval weapons and assault dropships.
And were often used to rain death across entire systems with nuclear fire and chemical strikes.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Died at the hands of these monsters.
She is not wrong whatsoever.
They were the first things to be targeted and destroyed in the early succession wars.
Which is what I was kind of saying earlier, because I thought I recognized one of the wreckages. I don't know if this is like, if those two ships were the same, but I'm surprised they didn't mention anything about it earlier.
Those mechs, they're broadcasting Federated Suns IFF. You out there, identify yourselves.
We are an independent detachment of the 2nd Crucis Lancers on special
How do I even get into your dropship, Commander?
Brianna Campbell? Is
Colonel?
that you? I thought you were with that Merc outfit from the Galahad War Games. What are you doing broadcasting Davian military IFFs?
That's a long story for another time. For now, we're hoping to help each other out of this
I think I
mess.
have to go to the other end of the dropship.
We dug into this position to defend ourselves from an incoming advance from the 3rd McCarran's Armored Cavalry. They've been probing our defenses.
So I'm
for the
like
past
marching
week
around up
after we
here and
repelled
I'm
a lot
not
of
seeing
assault from them in
a
Graves
doorway
Hollow.
at all.
If you want to help, join us. And let's push
Well,
these
they're
bastards
dropping in
back.
over here, so I'm
Keep us a good
assuming
enough
they
shape
know
and we might
there's
just
an
live to see
entrance over here.
tomorrow.
But again, I wouldn't know because I don't get access to...
They're here.
I don't get
Okay,
access to
then.
recon
Let's get
or
to work. Brianna, Commander,
any
we
topography
appreciate the assist here. Keep
footage
our
from a
Mercs in
drone
fighting shape.
or anything
We
like
won't be any
that.
good to you dead.
Take 20 minutes to do recon of the area. Even if I just went recons for suckers, at least I would have it. Just in case I went, maybe I should look at that intel and see where the door is. I could have it.
Target destroyed.
But oh no, that would take too many lines of code. And that line of code doesn't have a beautiful mech for somebody to buy for 20 bucks.
Targeting. Targeting.
I might be a little salty, just a little bit. Are we not going to attack those other mechs, or? That Raven looks heavily damaged. I would very much love to have a shot at it.
Understood. We should be able to pull through if we can keep our forces in the fight.
We'll do our best, Colonel.
I mean, I'm trying to hunt down these Ravens, but where did the other mechs go? They just
Targeting.
sorry, I was trying to get my lance to attack the target, and I accidentally pressed the menu button. Now I'm gonna go over here because I'm pretty sure I saw heavy, maybe medium mechs dropping over there. I'm not sure if they're going to... I'm not sure if they're going to go through the middle of the ship or if they're going to... I think what's happening is that they're all kind of like going around the same area. You have a king crab. I really like your choice of mechs. It has been a long time since I pulled out my king crab. Probably should at some point. It is going to be a beautiful day when I can finally outfit that thing with 2 Gauss cannons.
Targeting.
1 for each arm, just rip off opponents' components, just so smoothly.
Targeting.
If you could just put some pressure on them, maybe not too much, but just enough.
Targeting.
We may get through this without them losing a single mech. It just really depends upon how this goes.
Target destroyed.
Because last mission we probably would have gotten through without like losing any mechs, but no, I think it was 2 missions ago we would have, but a Jaeger mech got drop kicked by a Griffin, which really seems more like the Highlander's choice of like attack, but I guess the Griffins can perform them as well. Makes me really happy I wasn't piloting my Jaeger mech that day. I think they're inside or yeah, I think they're starting to go around to the back of the ship. I think they're kind of expecting us to be in there, but I don't know, that thing seemed like a death trap, so
Targeting.
alright, why don't we have everyone attack that, and then I'm gonna pull around to the rear here. I really just want to focus on keeping these mechs alive. I don't really care if it takes a little bit to get my mechs stuck. Please no.
Target destroyed. Targeting.
The commander just handed us a target. Let's snuff it out.
I don't necessarily care if it takes longer. I just want these mechs alive. Because their King Crab seems to be decently strong, but other than that, I'm kind of worried about the armor on these smaller mechs.
Targeting.
And again, if you notice, these mechs haven't really done anything. They've just kind of sat in one corner and
Targeting.
like they haven't approached us, which I mean, I get because you're in a lighter mech, but I mean, they're just, what is this? Like, this is not an opposing threat. This is This is a game of hide and seek. This is a game of hide and seek. Hide the game of hide and seek. Hide the very scared light mech with the greenhorn pilot inside.
Target destroyed. Targeting.
Which, I mean, makes sense, but at the same time, these are supposed to be Leon's, like, most prized warriors, and then they're hiding over in various parts of the map in light mechs. Which, I mean, light mechs makes sense because
All guns on shared target.
you have to use what you've got, but it's just like, at some point we gotta start, like, taking risks. Engaging in battle. Kind of like this Griffin over here. Who has no idea he's completely screwed, but he's fighting hard no matter what. Now, can I maneuver my mech? Probably not, but
Target destroyed.
that might be his only saving grace.
Targeting.
Are these a part of the numbers?
Target destroyed.
Okay, so helicopters are not included in the numbers. In that case, it looks like we have 2 more waves of heavy assault mechs.
Targeting.
Or I guess we're dealing with mediums, or excuse me, assault. Wish I could get him back on radar. We really need to put some pressure on the Battle Master. This is exactly what I didn't want to have happen. Because he's currently surrounded in a 1v4. Maybe a 2v4. Which is like, that's survivable, but I mean, that's rough even for King Crab.
Targeting.
Quick draw, I need you to overheat. Please overheat.
Missile launch detected.
If they make it through this,
Target destroyed.
probably might keep.
The last of the rear guard are moving in to engage.
God, these bastards just don't give up. Crater Cobras.
They,
Stay strong. We've almost got them.
don't worry, they're almost done.
Target destroyed. Targeting.
Like, I could probably clear the last of them, they'd be fine. I'm not gonna do that because my armor is like really messed up, but
Targeting.
Roger that. Put all guns on the commander's target.
probably would not be a good idea if I
Target destroyed.
rushed in there and tried to take care of them, but can at least assign my lance a target and then follow up on this marauder over here. Excuse me, nope, that's not your target. Your target is me. You have to deal with me now. You have to deal with me and all of my stupidity. Which somehow was effective enough.
Missile launch.
Huge open maps are bad with melee range Doom builds. I mean, I mean,
Target
to be
destroyed.
fair,
Targeting.
this is working. I do wish the enemy, lance mates could take enemy aggro better. Yeah, they don't really seem to have threat levels. So like you'll notice that I've said I will take more lance mates with me to draw enemy fire. It's literally just is literally just so that way they can take. There's 3 mechs, so there's 3 potential opportunities for them to take aggro versus me. Because I know they're probably not going to take aggro as well. But at the very least, we got them out with their mechs intact, so... Might not have been a good idea, but at least we got them. If I remember right, the game was coded for the enemies to prioritize who does the most DPS, which is usually the player, especially with this build. I mean, my DPS technically is 42, and that's only because of the flamers. So yes, but also it's gonna take 28 days. I'm probably not gonna be able to use it for the next mission. Give me one moment. I do apologize. Not the stat page. The stat page is there, but when it comes to gameplay, your friendly AIs aren't slam jamming the enemies all the time with DPS. I haven't touched this game in a while, but I might play it again because of your streams. Okay, I give it a lot of flack, but that's only because I give this game criticism because I genuinely care, right? I do like this game. I do love the fact that I can get in a mech and just blast stuff again. And you know what? I'm probably going to get through all the DLC. I'm going to probably get through, go through all this. Probably even pick up MechWarrior 4 at some point. But I genuinely just... I do love this game, right? Like, I really appreciate what they have going on here. And of course, now I've like almost maxed out my reputation with them. It's like their affinity to me is like off the scales at this point. Because I've basically exclusively worked with them. It's like any other faction I've basically just not touched at this point, or unfortunately probably have pissed off, very much so. 50 days, I don't think that's too bad. At least we were able to repair the mechs in time.
The Crater Cobras have provided us with the location of a series of powerful ECM arrays that have been disrupting long-range comms across the entire solar system. If we destroy enough arrays within the region, we should be able to pierce the localized disruption field and get a message out to the system's jump point. We need to destroy these ECM arrays in order to have any hope of getting a message off-world. If we don't succeed, well, we'll all most likely die here, Commander.
Oh, that's lovely. No pressure. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, Fahad.
I know it's hard to hear, but it's the simple truth. While we've had our successes, McCarran's armored cavalry still has 4 full regiments of troops on Soina. It's a simple numbers game. The reality is, we don't have enough forces to come out ahead. Even with the Crater Cobras and Screaming Eagles, we need reinforcements. And with the system's HPG down, the only way...
Here's the thing, though. I could probably field enough mechs and enough pilots to...
Bringing down these ECM arrays is our only chance at doing that.
I feel like I could field enough mechs and enough pilots, like... Keep in mind, training might be an issue, but I feel like I could field enough mechs to take down full regiments.
Targeting.
Like, to be fair, is it still important that we do this? Yes. But when you say regiment, at least from what I'm seeing,
That was a transmission on the AFFC's command line.
when they say regiment, I'm at least thinking like, what, 12 mechs?
Keep it up, Commander.
12 mechs per regiment. Which I'm assuming it's probably more than that, but I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. At least for my builds. Again, for like again, we're talking gameplay, not necessarily again, we're not necessarily saying like, oh, that like in-game that would probably be a little bit more than we'd want to take on, for sure, but
We don't have the numbers to fight through them. We need those towers destroyed so we can find a gap in their lines. We fought too long and too hard for this to be our end.
I don't know, am I misunderstanding the amount of mechs per regiment? Because at the end of the day, I'm thinking...
Target destroyed. Targeting.
So I'm kind of thinking that that's not too bad. Especially since we basically took on 24 mechs in the last mission, like, by ourselves.
Target destroyed.
Like, yeah, they were there, they helped out a little bit, but... Like, Colonel Weston's mechs helped out, but... That was mostly our limits, so...
Targeting.
I'm just kind of sitting there thinking... I don't know if that's... I don't know if it's that bad. Again, maybe I'm a little bit wrong on the... Oops. I do not have the TikTok chat. I do apologize, TikTok. Ever since we had the, doggone it. I am a terrible streamer. I am sorry. Yeah, at least we have the TikTok chat back up. I'm not seeing it.
The message is getting clearer, but we still can't make out any discernible information. We need to destroy those remaining ECM towers.
You're not terrible. You're multitasking. It's hard enough as is. Oh, I'm trying to be a little silly. I'm not trying to think negatively of myself, but I appreciate you saying that.
Commander, then get as far away from us as possible. Regroup with Captain Damu. Get a message back to Davian Command. Survive.
Like, again, thank you, Adam. I appreciate it.
We couldn't do more. It's okay. It's the part of the job that all of us mercenaries must accept at some point. Today, it's just my time.
Target destroyed.
I really should have sent the Colonel one of my, I should have sent him the Jaeger mech.
Targeting.
Because I feel like he might have been able to win that battle otherwise. TikTok, I swear, not now. I have to multitask. I basically do a Five Nights at Freddy's mini game in order to stream on TikTok. Like, what are we doing here? Orion, please go up.
Target destroyed.
Thank you. And unfortunately, the Blackjack is about to suffer the fate that all Blackjacks do. Abracadabra, your torso is
Target
now
destroyed.
come loose. And unlike Humpty Dumpty, nobody's putting you back together.
Threat eliminated.
Unless you're the arrow, and then the speed might help you.
Contact eliminated.
And of course, now I have to hobble all the way over to the other side of the map just to get that last ECM jammer. I really hope we do get to salvage that Grand Dragon, because
Blasted that target into oblivion.
I don't know, he seemed like he'd be a bit of fun. I don't know if he'd be a cold storage. I don't know if he'd be a cold storage like relic, or if he would be something I'd actually use, but still looks like he'd be fun. Other nice mods have altered plane visuals, no artillery camera shake, and altered walking animations. Yeah, we might have to have a look into those.
Targeting.
That target's a heat.
Ooh, we have a catapult too. So you feature PPCs. You're the energy-based catapult. Oh, there we go. Last jammer is offline.
Of the Davion Heavy Guards, calling all surviving forces of the Federated Suns. We have reached Sarna's atmosphere and are available to reinforce on your position. Is anyone out there? Please respond. Again, this is Arden Sortek.
The Kura catapult.
This is Colonel Richard Westrick with the Crater Cobras. My God, is it good to hear your voice. The Crater Cobras and the Screaming Eagles are pinned down 50 clicks east of the city of Catatonia along the coast.
All right. Well, hopefully we can salvage that one, because I would like that one.
Transmitting exact coordinates now. Coordinates received.
Rihanna,
We're preparing an orbital mech to
why?
reinforce your position. Hold fast.
Why would you put the evac point
This is Captain
3
Ona-chan with
clicks
survivors
that
of
way?
Certus Fusiliers. We don't have much left, but we are moving to assist. ETA 2 hours.
Looks like our salvation is here, Commander. I've marked a new exfil site on your map. Let's get out.
I see that. Again, it's 3 clicks that way. You couldn't have possibly put it, like, I don't know, maybe that way. I hate her parking spots. Yeah, it's like 3 clicks that way. After we've crawled all over this place trying to look for the ECM towers. To be fair, right, I am sitting down in a mech, but like, but it's also the other variable of what if more dropships come in and just surround us in mechs, which has definitely happened before in normal missions where you get like 15 mechs surrounding you and your lance, and you're basically stripped for parts as you're going to the dropship. Like, it's like, I've definitely had that happen before, and it's just like, what do you even do at that point? What do you even do at that point? I remember the first time I beat the, like, main campaign. I usually run a super slow mech, heavy mech, so these long missions walks, ambush, happens, ruin me. Oh, you meant assault mech? Yeah, I would imagine the assault mechs running really slow would not help you in that regard. But I basically took 4 assault mechs versus the Comstar, like, onslaught. And it got down to the point where I was hiding behind the dropship in my all but destroyed assault mech. Oh, we have good assault mechs for what's coming next. Oh, I was gonna try and salvage that catapult. Well, you see, what we have is bullets. What we have are bullets. Lots and lots of bullets. none of them are going to be available before. Okay. And prepare to be disappointed. Oh, I'm sure I'm going to be very, very disappointed. How am I over tonnage? I guess I don't need that much, but still, it's like, really? Fine, let me switch you out for the... Oh no, the Black Knight's not gonna be ready. Fine, why don't you take the Atlas? You take the King Crab. And then I will take the Crusader. That puts us at 20% over. This should be fine. Wait, no, hold on. This thing's gonna be really hot. I don't know why, but this one's been running really hot. I love the King Crab, but I always lose my arms. Yeah, unfortunately... Doggone it. I don't want to be over... I don't want to lose out on a bunch of pay, but at the same time, like... I don't know what else to take at the moment. SRMs really run hot. Okay. No, it's fine. Because other than that, I have the Jaeger mech and I just...
This is it, everyone. Colonel Sortek is on the verge of making planetfall and is en route to our position. McCarran's knows that if we successfully relink with the Davian Heavy Guards, they're done for. So, they're gonna throw everything they have at us, trying to put us in the ground before Colonel Sortek's reinforcements arrive.
This is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna switch the weapon groups. So, lasers go on 3, 2 are the machine guns, and then missiles should be fine. Got another pitch black mission. Yes. Because why would anyone want to be able to see? It's like I can barely see. I can barely see in like the break of morning over here. Or I guess it could be evening. But it's always random. Because I've had this during the day. The Hollow Knight, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Oh, Kiplin, you must be hungry. I know, I've been taking breaks. I've been taking breaks because I have a cold. And I do apologize, I didn't see your message earlier. I've always played with a mod that lets me have night vision, heat vision. So seeing as how games been meant to be played is unique. This is not how it's meant to be played. This is just Piranha Games being difficult. It's like, I'm honestly waiting for them to just stop, like either stop updating the game or just like either stop updating the game or just
Targeting.
or give us the quality of life features that we wanted, because again, it's a fun game, the concept is good, like it's a really good, like it's a really good base to work with, but
Target destroyed. Targeting.
but unfortunately when it comes to those sorts of like quality of life features, like no, those are like basic features, like a mech should have headlights, like and again, I know I'm complaining about that, and I will fix that. Wait, that's the entire map. It's just
Targeting.
it. Chat, the entire map is just a giant L.
Target destroyed.
The devs really just said, take the L, bitch. And by the way, where are these mechs even coming from? Like, I'm not even saying like, oh, well, I'm surprised. It's like, no, really, I didn't see a drop ship. My armor's not doing too good. Like, I can suspend my disbelief, but these mechs really seem to like to teleport in. I guess House Leon had a few last minute discoveries in the fields of teleportation. A little bit of technology, a little bit too late, unfortunately.
Target destroyed.
Again, I keep hitting escape by accident. And all I want is just to be able to menu correctly. Doing good so far. So far, so good. But unfortunately, if they take off another arm, we're gonna be in a bad way. Allies can take the heat while you pop out with the SRMs. True. Medium lasers kind of help too, or medium laser, seeing as how the other arm is gone at the moment. Oop, that took off a component. Oop, okay, he's pressing. I need to move. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's a cataphract. It's considered, I guess it is 70 tons, but I always thought it was I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be considered a heavy. Oh, it's a stalker. Yeah, I'm a little too far from machine guns. friendlies decided to take the SRMs for them.
Targeting.
I'm sure that was well intentioned.
That pilot should kiss his ass goodbye.
Target
Alright,
destroyed.
well, there goes a blackjack. Let's have a look at that Vindicator. It
Target
is
destroyed. Targeting.
scrap metal.
Forces of the Federated Suns, give them no quarter. For months these wolves have hunted you like prey lost in the woods. But now,
Yeah,
bag McCarran's armored
this seems like a normal battle. Is this...
For the fallen! For the 5th Certus Fusiliers!
So, I have a question.
McCarran's force is withdrawing.
Is this it?
Need to run them down.
So we're just in a giant, like, or not even giant, we're in a small, like, L box area. Spawn killing mechs. Like, I was joking about the teleport abilities, but they are just spawning in. Like, we are basically just walking over, spawn killing them, and then this was supposed to be the big finish to the DLC. Drop forward. Noir, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? This is, yep, lol.
Sarna is ours.
Commander, I just want to say thank you. If you hadn't come to help us all those months ago, I have no doubt in my mind that we would have died like the rest of our brothers and sisters in the 5th. We'll never forget what you did for us.
Likewise, Captain. Without you, we would never have been able to...
Keep in mind, I've never played MechWarrior 4, but I have an idea on how it ends, right?
Be one hell of a campaign.
You actually had to go and capture, like, the capital of this, like, homeworld, right? It was a big to-do. You were marching through this place with your lance mates and looking around going, this is a beautiful city that I'm unfortunately having to destroy in order to get to the place I need to go. That was just an L-shaped map with spawning mechs with no discernible features whatsoever for it to be considered the capital. That could have been any random facility or city in the middle of nowhere. And then that's it. We captured Sarna. What the fuck was that? Steam, is it too late to ask for a refund? Because that was... Because they done ripped me off. Oh, and that was 1 million C-bills in damage. Yeah, sure. That's great. Thanks. Pretty sure this is a normal map too. This is why MechWarrior 5 Mercs will have DLC for a long time, because MechWarrior 5 Clans is not getting the revenue. LMAO. I have yet to really play Clans any further than like the training regiment, so I can't really comment on that. It's just I'm just so disappointed. Like, You didn't even try for that one. I'll be right back. Like, I would understand. I would understand if it was like a small scale map where you're pushing for the objective and like it felt short. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but at least for I will compare it to the Civil War campaign for Skyrim. It felt short. The objectives were kind of like samey. But at the very least, when you captured Windhelm, it was like that was it. It felt short, but it's like you put some filler in between, sure. I could kind of see where I could see at least that you captured Windhelm, the city itself, and then there was that overall like sense of victory. Did you earn it? Maybe not, but no, this one just... This one's like, you fought in an L-shaped map, and that was that. Blood Wolfing, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Seems to me like the game could use some more focused story mission structure. The problem is that this is what happens. This is why I love and hate this game, right? Let me back out to the main menu for a second. Turn to title. Let's see, instant action. Every mission is essentially this. This is exactly what these missions are, minus like various objectives and like stories. This is what allows them to be able to do this, which I get, but at the same time, you can't rely on this 100%. Yeah, your feeling here is why the game is almost everything Piranha Games is mixed review. And again, I don't hate this, right? Again, I don't hate this because MechWarrior 3 had a very similar generation system. It was just more obscure, right? You didn't necessarily see it because of all the set dressing. That's what players are asking for. That's what I'm asking for. Just put more set dressing on the engine. It's like, little things like headlights, MFDs, which you've had in MechWarrior Online. Like thermal and heat vision. In general, just a little bit more story with the game. Because, again, this is Mercenaries, so it's like, I can see where the story kind of falls to the wayside a little bit, but it's like that's all we're really asking for. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever get that in-game, but at the very least, we can try and ask for it and see what we can get. But actually, I don't know if I want to... I don't even know if I want to keep this one. Because again, those payments are rather pricey. Training complete. Firebug. Some people just want to watch the world burn. Damn, she's gotten really good with lasers. This pilot applies 10% more heat. Heat damage with 2 targets with flamers and Inferno SRMs. I have a perfect mech for you, then. I'm about to sneeze, and it just won't. So I have a question. The Black Knight, right? The Black Knight has 8 different slots for energy weapons, right? I feel like if I put 8 flamers on this thing and then maxed out the armor, or maybe even like the laser boat in general, I think 11 million C-bills for this is crazy, but still, the idea is on my mind. I'm like, I'm very curious as to... Because we've had that idea in mind, but there's only one mech that is on my mind truly right now. Full flamer or small laser would be great. Full DPS Doctrine. There is one mech that I want to get my hands on. There he is. Fast TINCAN. That, and I want to get my hands on... That, and I want to get my hands on another Black Knight, but we will get to that shortly. Let's see here. What contracts do we have on the market? So we have a 4v4 and a 2v2. I think a 4v4 would be fun. We do have one of the... I think the Warhammer's been repaired, so... we could definitely have some fun with this. I don't know, should I do... I don't know if I want salvage shares. I don't know if I want salvage shares for this one because I don't think there's going to be anything good on the battlefield necessarily. No, is this too much tonnage?
These mech warriors are raring to go. It's time
I don't
to
know.
see what
I
they're
feel
made
like they're
of.
gonna. Oh, we have a banshee. We have a. I was reading that. Oh, good. It's another. It's another dark mission. At least we're on one of the moons. It's kind of pretty over here.
Targeting. Targeting.
That's an enemy mech up ahead.
The Vulcan's hitting pretty hard today. Nice to see that some of the lighter mechs have gotten better treatment over the years.
She keeps this up. Fans across the periphery will be lining up to buy her merch.
All right, blow him up, would you?
Ammo blast. Boom! Enemy mech eliminated.
Again, you had a 400-ton limit. Why are?
Could be a huge momentum swing.
Why would you not? Why would you not pull in? Why would you not pull in like an Atlas? I mean, I know Atlases can be expensive, but you brought a Highlander with you. No, sir. No, sir. I don't want to be that close to your sword. Thank you. It's where 90% of your damage is going to come from.
Huge turning point here. Their weapon systems just suffered a huge blow.
All right, destroy legs. I think we can do that. I think if they want a show, we can definitely give them a show.
They're in a really tight spot after losing that leg. This arm is history, just like Duncan Fisher.
God, if you mention, if you mention Duncan Fisher one more time, I will pour coffee on your mic. You have reached reputation rank 13. Elite. Vivid Alchemist, how we doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Your reputation across the inner sphere is growing. Potential employers are inquiring about your services. And new employment opportunities have become available across the star map. Excellent. Yeah, I'm not paying $7 million for a Banshee. Actually, then I'd have to repair it, and yeah, no, not worth it. Not at all worth it. Hey, look at that. We got our tin can. What were we going to put on it? Because I'm kind of looking at it and I'm going, what do we even put on this one? Because now that I have it, I'm just kind of sitting here going, I would say maybe a PPX. Yeah, one of these for sure. Can I get a better one though? Like that one's actually, matter of fact, can we get ballistic weapons? Can we get, still not late enough in the timeline to get the, what are they? The Gauss cannon, which is unfortunate, but can get tier 4, tier 5. It's 1 million C-bills for that thing. All right, well, in the meantime, can we put this... Can we equip it with a couple of flamers and then... Oh, I do have a supercharger for it. Other than that, I just want a couple of heat sinks on this thing and then... We'll go ahead and wait for the PPXs to arrive. Let's see what other contracts were on the board. 2v2 heavy. Sounds decent. How many C-bills? 7 million C-bills. Sheesh. Okay. If you want to pay me 7 million for 2v2 duel, we can definitely do that.
We're reading heavy weather warnings out there, Commander. Expect limited visibility and sensor malfunctions on this mission.
So when you say 2v2 duel, I was gonna bring an assault mech, but I think this one will do just fine. Yeah, we should probably bring her back into... We should probably let her do a mission.
Another arena bout is primed and ready. What do these mech warriors have in store for us tonight?
You brought a Thunderbolt and you brought a quick draw. I kind of feel bad for these mechs because at this point we've already been through a DLC where we've killed countless of these types of mechs, and then we just drop into the arena like cool, so they're paying us 7 million C-bills to take out a quick draw and a Thunderbolt, so it'll be a quick in and out mission. I don't know, I don't think I'd be as keen to... I don't know if I'd be quite as keen to fight somebody who had fought through... or fought with the, I can't think of the pronunciation at the moment. The, mostly because that DLC sucked. Cancer... The Lances... I can't think of their name, and quite frankly, I don't want to. That entire DLC was just... Like, for most of it, it was just the pacing of the mission seemed a little... It seemed a little rushed that they suddenly lost the code book, and then... It's like, oh, it's conveyed that there's... like several days in between the missions, but like, or a month or so. But it's like, it really does not feel like it's been a month. It really feels like, you go from like mission to mission so quickly. Or at least in my mind, I'm not entirely sure about anyone else. Let us see how our else you're doing. Had a little bit of destroyed ammo, but other than that, that was a pretty easy payday. See about another arena contract before see about going anywhere else. 4v4 assault. I don't know if it's worth it. Are you gonna pay us decent for that, or are you just gonna try and stiff us? Because again, for some reason, I'm losing reputation with some of these people. I don't really know how I keep... I think the reputation system, at least for the arena sponsors, is kind of harsh. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but how many C-bills are you paying? 4.5? For heavy assault sets, probably going to be... For assault, excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to have to decline that one. I am definitely going to have to decline on that one. And unfortunately, I think that's going to do it for today. I have tried my best to get through my cold and whatnot, but I think we're going to leave this here. So, I want to thank Blood Wolfing, Brother Quinn. Let's see here. I think that was about it for TikTok. Vivid Alchemist, Big Bull, Philip, Adam C. Let's see here. Damien. Fuses, and then Shiva. I want to thank all of you for a wonderful contract today, and as always, this has been Call Sign Oni-chan, signing out.